With the Pokemon X, Y, and Z season of the anime getting closer to releasing, it's looking like we're nearing the end of Ash's adventure in the Kalos region. The X and Y series has been a great improvement over the past couple seasons, but one question still remains. Will this be the season where Ash finally wins a Pokemon League? Throughout Ash's various adventures, he's competed in 6 different regional Pokemon Leagues. Despite this high number, however, he's failed to win almost every single one of them. The only league he's ever won was the Orange Islands League, which many people argue doesn't count as an official Pokemon League. Looking past the technicalities of the Orange Islands League, there's no denying that Ash has a history of losing big Pokemon Leagues. Because history is prone to repeating itself, does this mean that Ash is destined to fail in the inevitable Kalos League? While there's always a possibility he might fail, today I want to talk about the top 5 reasons why Ash will win the Kalos League. At first glance, it might seem like Ash is the same as he's always been, but there are some slight improvements to him that could lead to him winning the entire Kalos League. Unfortunately, because I'm a noobus in regards to the X and Y season of the Pokemon anime, I'm going to have to bring in someone to help me talk about all of the positives that Ash has going for him.
Hello YouTube, my name is Jan Itor. I love the X and Y anime, and as long as Tobias is gone, here are the top 5 reasons why Ash will win the Kalos League.
Number 5. The X and Y season rivals. I know that a couple of Ash's rivals in the anime get a lot of flack for being too nice or too easy to beat, but the rivals in the X and Y series, which are Trevor, Tierno, Sawyer, and sort of Shauna, are all pretty decent and challenging opponents. They all have fairly strong teams that are constantly pushing Ash to get better, and with the rumor about Sawyer being able to Mega Evolve his supposed Sceptile, Ash really would be improving and pushing himself by training with these rivals. I wouldn't say they're as formidable as a select few of Ash's past rivals, but they're definitely not pushovers like many people would have you believe.
Number 4. Ash is a competent trainer. So following the Best Wishes saga, a lot of people stopped watching the Pokemon anime because of how bad of a trainer Ash was. Now personally I love the Best Wishes saga, but I can definitely understand why some people didn't. Ash and Pikachu lost a trip and his newly acquired Snivy in the first episode, and he ended up losing to Cameron in a 5 vs 6 matchup by the end of the Unova League. It's also worth noting that he never fully evolved any of his starter Pokemon in the Best Wishes saga, which was the first time since Johto when he had all 3. However, all of this changes in the X and Y saga. Not only is Ash able to adapt to different situations on the fly, but he also creates new strategies like Draco Meteor Climb in his gym battle against Karina to defeat his opponents. In my opinion, the Ash that we have in X and Y is as good of a trainer, if not better, than the Ash that we had in Diamond and Pearl.
Number 3. Possibly bringing back his old Pokemon. Throughout the 18 seasons the Pokemon anime has been going, Ash has caught a lot of Pokemon. Not as many as some trainers, but still though. Ash has over 30 Pokemon he's caught in the past that he could bring out of retirement to aid him in his league battles. He could bring back Pokemon like his Charizard, Torterra, Crocodile, and even his much more recent Goodra to help him compete in the league. Ash has shown that he can bring back returning Pokemon to his team, which he did in the Sinnoh League, so him doing the same thing for the Kalos League isn't necessarily impossible. Of course, why should he do that when...
Number 2. Ash has an amazing team. So I mentioned earlier that the Ash that we have in X and Y is as good of a trainer, if not better, than the Ash that we had in Diamond and Pearl. To add on to that, I think that Ash's team in X and Y is his best team since Sinnoh. With the recent battle against Moltres, Ash's team as of the recording of this video consists of Talonflame, Frogadier, Noibat, Pikachu, and Hawlucha. With last month's Korokoro scans confirming that Ash will be receiving both Noivern and Greninja, Ash's team is going to be amazing, especially when his upcoming 7th gym battle against Olympia, which is when Frogadier will likely be evolving. Of course, 6th generation also introduced a new type of transformation that Pokemon can achieve, one that tests the bonds between a trainer and their Pokemon, which is why the number 1 reason why Ash will win the Kalos League is...
Number 1. The ability to use Mega Evolution and or the Ash Greninja. As of this video, it hasn't been confirmed if Ash will be able to use Mega Evolution in the X, Y, and Z series, but just the possibility of him being able to use it is enough to put this in the number 1 spot. Assuming that he does become able to use Mega Evolution before challenging the league, there's a few Pokemon from the past that he could bring back to Mega Evolve and get an edge up on the competition.
Pokemon like Ash's Charizard and Sceptile are probably the most likely for Ash to Mega Evolve, with Glalie and Heracross being potential candidates as well. Not to mention that the newly revealed Satoshi Greninja form that Frogadier will attain will definitely help him when the league arrives. In both cases, the bond between a trainer and a Pokemon is put to the ultimate test, and I can think of no better trainer to accomplish this than Ash.
And these are the top 5 reasons why Ash will win the Kalos League. To be honest, there are many reasons why he might not win the league, such as history repeating itself, the writers not wanting him to win a league, or another Tobias situation, but with the reasons we've listed in this video, I think that Ash has a very good chance of finally conquering a league. As always, feel free to leave your own thoughts and opinions on if Ash will win the Kalos League in the comments below. Do you think that this will be the region where Ash finally wins, or do you think he's destined for failure again, like some sort of cosmic joke? If you want to check out more of Jan Itor's stuff, click right here. He does lots of awesome videos from Pokemon X and Y anime episode reviews to discussions, so be sure to go and take a look at his channel. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll catch you later.